morning, this is Jackie from Jangle Art and Design, and today I'm just going to do a flip through of my Paris 1924 journal of Belle and her explorations and traveling to Paris and exploring the fashion world. I intended to make a fashion portfolio, but then I changed my mind. So I made something different this time, a journal, but a journal with a difference. And I hope that you will enjoy it with me. Now, this kit is available from Wild Rose Bohemian. She has a Facebook group, Wild Rose Bohemians, and she's on YouTube. She has a coffee shop. She has an Etsy shop. She's on Instagram. And all those social media links will be in my description box below. I just want to say thank you, Rose, for this lovely kit and add-ons, and actually it's a story collection that you created, and I want to thank you for this precious collection with this most beautiful story, and which can be utilized in so many ways. And there was a stage that I was finding it difficult working with this journal, because it felt like my ideas dried up and it felt like I was losing my storyline that I created within your storyline, Rose. But then eventually it all came together. So also on my YouTube description, in my YouTube description box, is a 40% discount on all purchases in Rose's Etsy shop until the end of September. I will add that link, not that link, yes, the link with a coupon code in my description box below. Then also I would like to invite you to our group, and I would love you to join us and craft with these beautiful kits. There are freebies also available in the group. There are challenges where we do something out of our comfort zone that is more fun than being difficult. And then also I would like to invite you to Rose's coffee shop. Now, Rose has got different tiers in her coffee shop, but if you are already a member in her group and you enjoy her freebies, I would appreciate it so much if you would go to her coffee shop and just buy her a coffee at least. Or if you feel that you would like to subscribe to one of her tiers or levels, where you get either a subscription kit or a subscription kit with add-ons, etc. And or if you're just on the entry level tier, you get all the previous freebies and party favors and such type of stuff that aren't available anymore. So we need to support our artists, especially with Rose's generosity giving us access to so many freebies in the group. So, and supporting artists keeps art alive. So please think about it and be generous and buy our dear Rose a coffee. That would be a fabulous gesture from your side. Then I would also like to welcome my new subscribers to my channel, and those of you who have never watched a video of mine. Usually my videos are very long, but I'm going to try to make this as candid as possible so that you don't have to spend so much time watching my video. So I made this cover from cardboard and material. It's plain on the outside. It's only got these bits of lace added, and this I put these three images, the flower image, Belle, and this Paris sentiment, I put together in PowerPoint in Microsoft Office and created this image for my cover. And how did I get it onto linen? I took my linen and cut it the size of my printer paper, and then I went and resized my printer paper is A4, so I resized my image to an A5, actually a bit smaller, so that it could fit in here, because the A5 is actually this. It would have been lying horizontally in this way, which wouldn't have looked so nice. So I made my image smaller so that it could fit in here. And then I took my linen that I cut according to my A4 paper, and I glued it with a bit of glue stick and let it dry a bit, and then I printed my image. I put it into my printer where you put your printer paper in, and I printed the image, and it came out quite nice. So this is my cover, and I made these ribbons for my journal as a closure, and I only punched holes inside to accommodate this ribbon. So if you open up my journal, you will see that I have got this crocheted pocket heart pocket that I crocheted by myself, and I made it especially for this little travel notebook. I already did a flip through a travel notebook. It's just full of travel sentiments and pictures and tickets and everything she used on a voyage from America to Europe. So that fits right into this crocheted heart. And then I made two signatures. They're bulky, gator mouths, but I love them being large. I add as much as I feel necessary. So here I made this paper, and I painted it with clear gesso, and then I stenciled this rose image on the front of it, and with gelato, and then also colored this with gelatos. And then I added the dictionary description of the word journey, because she's on a journey, a once in a lifetime journey. And this is Belle, and this is J for journey. So when we turn it around, this is just an open space where you can add something or write something if you want to. And here we're starting off with her exploring Paris. There you can see buildings, and it's at the harbor and so on. And then here I made a little booklet that opens up like this, and it's got a lot of journaling space on it. I also did sew on some of my journal cards just to give it a bit of more vibrancy, because I printed most of my prints in draft mode to give it a more vintage appearance. So here we've got this Eiffel Tower and a little journal card again, and then an image of a passenger on the boat, and here's another view from a top over Paris. And I've added the sentiment adventure, because this is all part of Belle's adventure. Then when we turn around the page, I added this tag here, and she was exploring the streets in Paris and having cuisine and coffee. And here's a baggage, and here she's taking a photograph of this beautiful scene in Paris. And here I added the definition explore, because that's part of her journey. Here I added a sentiment and some lace, and the sentiment reads, traveling isn't just about seeing new places, but about finding the wonder in each moment and letting it transform you. And Belle wrote this quote. And on this page I added some I did add some French songs that I went and listened to, and I added them as sentiments in this journal. And here I made a corner tuck space. It looks the same on both sides, and it has the word freedom on, because Belle is now free to explore. And here's another picture. It's of her cousin Madelein-Claire, and it's also part of her journey. And then this guitar is part of the music that Madeleine plays. And on this page I did a shopping sentiment, and here are in the streets of Paris, and here Belle is with bags, and here I made this tag with a quote from Maya Angelou, and on the back you can also write. On this side I just furthered the coffee and tea and cuisine and restaurant expressions of Paris and more lace. Here the song La Vie en Rose I added to this image, and my signature I finished off with little beads. Here's another journaling space, and here's a tuck spot under the air balloon, and here's another quote, and here she arrives to a place where she's going to stay, and here I made a flip tag of the envelope, and this song's name is Hymn à l'amour. And here's another tuck spot and an image of Belle, and here I made a trifold, and when you open it up I made a stuffed belly band where you can stuff more than one thing into the belly band in a different way, and I decorated it. And if you open it up, we've got some images of Paris again, and it says Les Amants de Paris. Excuse my French, I'm well acquainted with French, but that's a song about Paris. And then we also have some journaling space or a tuck spot here. Then we move over, and here's a dancing scene. Non je ne regrette rien. I'm just reading it to you. It's most probably not the right way to pronounce it, but it's all about joyfulness or fun. And then here's a rural landscape image on which you can journal, and here's some more journaling space, and here I made a little hidden journaling space and another hidden journaling space, and this is from an encyclopedia, and it's all about information about Paris. And then I made this paper edge with a poppy circles and a pocket with music paper and another flip, and this is just, I made a tab out of the air balloon, and at the back of the signature there's a tuck spot with another journaling card. So I printed double-sided just to make it less white and more beautiful, and this is the end of the first signature. Now the second signature is more about Belle and her fashion, and her exploring fashion and her fashion designs and so on. And yeah, I made this especially for Belle. And then when you turn it around, here's a window shop with mannequins with dresses on it, and the camera. Belle always has a camera with her. And here I wrote, added the dictionary quote, imagine, and because you have to use your imagination as part of your creativity, and here are some of the creations or designs that Belle created, and I made a journal card of this one, and I just added letters of the alphabet here as indicating her different designs. And on this page I added create your own sunshine, and this is Belle looking from a window, and beneath it I added some stamps, and here are here's a tag with a belly band and a little floral card, and here is another journal card, and on this side it was about fashion, and here are different types of fashion, and they're in the form of little booklets. And I also sewed them with a sewing machine, and I made this little tag just for something different. And then when we turn this around, I've got a door here, and I open it with a ribbon. And first we see that there's something hidden in this, behind this door, and this is a trifold, and here's an image, a romantic image with the song Le Grand Amour. And this trifold, I made a belly band of lace where you can add in something, and it's just plain, just for journaling. So we can add this back, and then it closes up again, and you just tie the ribbon. And now I see my ribbon slip through my eyelet. And then on this side, I added this, made this ribbon or bow out of the material that she was, and rickrack that she was going to use on her design. And here's also some material she was going to use, and this is a flip where you can do some journaling. And then I also added this tag, which also has journaling space at the bottom, on the back side. So that's one of her designs. And then if we turn the page around, we've got something about perfume in here, and this is a little perfume tag or makeup tag, and here's a little booklet that you can use to journal inside. Yeah, I made a music belly band, and inside of this are maps of Paris, which she kept so that she did not get lost in Paris. And these maps are kept in this envelope, and I made this paperclip dangle to keep the envelope closed. And here's a hidden pocket with a hidden little tag. And then here we've got another journaling space, extra journaling space. And then on this side there's space to journal also. And here is more photography going on. And here's a journal card. No, actually it's a little booklet, little journaling booklet. And here are some tickets and receipts put together. And here's a little book that you also can journal in. And this comes into this pocket I made. And here we've got another design of Belle, and these are the different materials she's going to use, and I called it layers because it's layered. And here are the different materials that she decided to use for this design. And then when we turn it around, we've got an image of Rose here in a little heart, and more strolling along in the streets of Paris. And this L is just for love, loving what she's doing. And here we've got a little notebook that I made, and with some of her designs on it. And here's some journaling space inside, and here's a pocket I made with a picture of Belle. And here is a pocket I made with a picture of Madelein-Claire and the letter Belle wrote to Madeleine. And then there's more journaling space, and that's the end of the booklet. And then when we turn this page around, we get this pocket I made of polka dot fabric with little lace on and a little trim. And here are some designs of hers, and I made them all, decorated them differently and did some sewing on them. And this one has got these scallops, and there are some flowers on it, and these nearly like slow stitching. And all of these can be written on the back, and they've got beautiful images printed on the back. And then this page is just a page where you can add more journaling and ideas and more writing journaling space. And this is the last design, and this design uses these fabrics and a bit of bling, and then you open it up and there's the other side of the dress and there's journaling space. And then that's the last page of the signature. And then at the back of in the back of the cover I made a pocket also of fabric, the same fabric as in the front, and I added these two tags there for some journaling. So this is my Paris journal. I hope you enjoyed it. It was, in the end, it was fun. It was difficult at times. It took a lot of me, and because I really felt my ideas dried up, but in the end I enjoyed it. So thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching my video, and I hope that my video feels shorter. It's a bit shorter than usual, and I will try to even make them shorter. And I would love you to comment and just give a thought of what you think of my journal, and is it something you would have purchased, or is it something that you would have loved to have, or any comments, or how I can improve my crafting. It would be nice to have some interaction in the chat or in the comments below. Thank you so much again, and happy crafting.